Right, in this video, we're going to be rebuilding Nottingham Forest on FC24 career mode. In this video, we are going to be taking over Nottingham Forest for 3 seasons to see how far we can take them. Our aim for this career mode is to get them into at least Europa League football within the 3 seasons. Leave in the comments your predictions of where you think I will be with Nottingham Forest after 3 seasons in charge. Let's jump straight into this then. This is what the Nottingham Forest 11 looks like before the summer transfer window. And this is what it looks like after the summer transfer window. Brought in quite a few players. We've also got rid of a lot of players. Forest had a lot of deadwood in the club. So I'm going to run you through the 11 now. We've got a new goalkeeper, Trubin from Benfica. Ukrainian 6'6" goalkeeper. Good potential if we're doing a couple seasons. The goalkeeper that was already here was 29, getting on a bit. We need to look at an up-and-coming prospect. The back four is pretty much what they already had. Toffolo, Nakata, Bolly, and then a new signing in Wan-Bissaka from Manchester United. We paid, well, I'll show you the prices after this. We've got Wan-Bissaka in from Man United. Midfield is what they had before: Sangare, Dominguez and Gibbs-White. And then a front three of Awonyi and 2 new signings of Smith Rowe and Bakayoko. The bench is pretty much what they had already. I think we spent all our money on starting 11 players. So these are the signings here and the fees that we paid. We paid 5 million for Bakayoko from PSV. We paid 23 million for Trubin, paid 18 million for Smith Rowe, and we paid 16.8 million for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The aim for this season is to push on to make ourselves a staple mid-table team in the Premier League, and hopefully the signs that we've brought in, we can do that. So let's sim to January and see how we are getting on. Okay, so we're in January, and as you can see, the team is doing very well at the moment. We're on 24 points after 20 games. So we're in around the mid-table, 12th position. Doesn't look like we can get much higher than maybe 9th this season. Some really shocking results so far. Spurs down in 15th, Brighton down in 14th. And then you've got United in 1st. City, Liverpool, West Ham is having a great season in 4th. Brentford having a great season in 7th, and Everton in 6th as well. The team is performing really well. I did change a couple bits about. As you can see, we've changed to a 4-2-3-1. We've brought in Nuno Tavares, who was already here this season, but he was on loan from Arsenal, and he is playing really, really well. Now I'll show you the stats of the team in a minute. I'll be very interested to see myself how the players have got on. But as you can already see, Trubin has already gone up a rating, Wan-Bissaka's already gone up a rating, Smith Rowe's gone up, Bakayoko's gone up, Sangare's gone up. Players are progressing, so we are having a good season. And I'm interested to see how we're getting on. So let's go and have a look at the stats. So Awonyi is our top goal scorer with 8 goals. Smith Rowe 6 goals and 5 assists. Bakayoko 6 goals, 3 assists. So the wingers that we've brought in are doing damage that we expected them to do. Dominguez 3 goals, 1 assist. Morgan Gibbs-White 3 goals, 1 assist. Not the best stats from Gibbs-White. He's my focal point in this team, along with Awonyi at the moment. They're the 2 players I want to build around, along with Sangare. He's on 2 goals, 4 assists. Very impressive. That's my stay back CDM. In January, we've only got £10 million to spend. I'm going to see if we get any offers for players, but very unlikely we'll do any business in this window. If I do, I'll chop back it in with what's going on. But if not, we'll sim to the end of the season and see how we get on. Right, so we're at the end of the first season, and as you can see, we have finished 15th in the Premier League on 44 points. We drew a lot of games, 17 draws, 12 losses, 9 wins. It's a decent start to the first season. Not where we wanted to be. We wanted to be more in the range of 9th to 13th, probably. 9th to 12th. But we'll have to take that for the first season. I don't even know if I'm going to get sacked or not, so we'll find out that very shortly. The teams that got relegated are Burnley, Sheffield United and Bournemouth. And then let's look at the top 4. Man United won the league by 1 point, beating Manchester City. Only lost 2 games all season, Man City, but they had 14 draws. That's what let them down. Liverpool in 3rd, Newcastle in 4th, and Arsenal in 5th. FA Cup winners. All FA Cup finals still to be played. Tottenham Hotspur versus Crystal Palace. Did we get knocked out by Crystal Palace? We did. In a round 4 replay, we got knocked out by Crystal Palace. So having a great season. Carabao Cup winners, Arsenal, and Palace in the final again. Palace are on fire this season. 2 finals they're in. Fair play. And Champions League final is still to be played versus Real Madrid versus top goal scorers in the Premier League. And obviously it's Erling Haaland, but joint up there is Luis Diaz from Liverpool on 21 goals. Goncalves, however you say his name, and 19. Rashford on 18. And then we've got Awoniyi up there on 17 goals. He's been bagging for us this season. He's probably the reason why we are still in the league. Smith Rowe got our most assists with 7. And then Trubin we only got 3 clean sheets all season, which is not great. So in all competitions, Awoniyi is our top goal scorer in 19 goals. 10 goals and 5 assists for Bakayoko. Consistent throughout the season. 15 goal contributions in 38 games in his first season is decent. Smith Rowe dropped off in the second half of the season. Got 7 goals and 8 assists. Nuno Tavares, 6 goals and 1 assist from left back is very impressive. Gibbs White, 6 goals, 5 assists. Dominguez, 5 goals, 1 assist. Sangare, 4 goals, 6 assists. Wan-Bissaka, 3 goals. So some of the new signings did well. We've got nothing to complain about there. Going up ratings as well. We just need to take this momentum into season 2 of the season. We need to bolster the squad up, get rid of more deadwood, and see what we can do next season. See you in season 2. Right. We are well and truly into season 2, and oh boy have I been busy in the transfer market. As you can see, we have sold £101 million worth of players, but we've also brought in £131 million worth of players. So I've been very busy in the transfer market. We've got a budget of 10 million left, 14 million. We're going to save that for January if we need to bring anyone in. I think it's time to show you who we've brought in. Our first signing was an 18-year-old goalkeeper from the free agents list. He literally 3k wages a week. He's 18 years old, 74 rated. We needed a backup goalkeeper. Perfect option. Our next player is Greco, another free agent. Costs us 15,000 a week, 77 rated. Can play centre forward, right mid, and centre mid. Very versatile. A great pickup as a free agent. Our next purchase is Tammy Abraham from Roma for 32.5 million. Last season, Awoniyi was carrying us, scoring all the goals. We needed another striker to carry that burden, and hopefully Abraham can be that for us this season. He's been in the Premier before with Chelsea. We know he can score goals. So hopefully this season he can bag even more for us. We've also brought in Douglas Luiz from Aston Villa for 30 million. Now, I wasn't planning on selling any of our midfielders this transfer window, but we got an offer from Man United for Dominguez for 30 million, and I couldn't turn that down. It was over 12 million over his market value, and I couldn't turn that down. So we've sold Dominguez and brought in Luiz for pretty much the same price. Maybe Luiz is a couple million more, but in my opinion, it's an upgrade, so I'm very happy with that. Now, last season, we didn't bring any centre-backs in, and I really wanted to bring this guy in last season. Tap Sober from Bayer Leverkusen for 32.5 million. Last season, I wanted to bring this guy in, but we just couldn't afford it in the end. And he's a top-quality centre-back. And he's going to be the leader in the back line for us this season, hopefully, to bring us on to get more clean sheets. We only got 3 last season in the Prem, so hopefully this guy can help us get some more. We have brought back Brennan Johnson from Spurs for 19 million. Now, he wasn't playing that much at Spurs the last season, so I decided that, you know what, we need a player that can be a bit versatile for us in the front line. Brennan Johnson was that guy. 19 million. 23 years of age, 78 rated, quality player. And our last signing is Nuno Tavares. We made him permanent. After his performances last season, we needed another left back after he went off loan, and we thought, I thought to myself, we may as well just bring him back because we know what he can do. He scored goals for us last season. Scored goals for us, provided assists. And for 14 million, you can't really complain with that for a 79 rated left back. So this is how the team's going to look this season. We've got Trubin still in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Tapsoba, Niakate, Tavares, then Sangare, Louise, Bakayoko, Gibbs-White, Smith-Rowe and Abraham. And then on the bench, Awonyi, Greco, Johnson, Danilo, Murillo, Williams, Peltier. And hopefully this team can cook for us. Just above mid-table this season, I'd be very happy with. Maybe just pushing for them Conference League spots. That would be ideal. Maybe a cheeky cup run is there in there as well. So that's without further ado. Let's jump to January to see how this team got on. Okay, so we're just in January of season 2. Let's check the table to see how we've got on. And as you can see, we are currently 7th in the Premier League on 32 points. We are absolutely smashing it this season. Only 4 points away from 4th. 9 wins, 5 draws, 5 losses. 37 goals scored, 27 conceded. That is incredible. We must have gone on some sort of run here. Hopefully the new signings have been playing well for us. Oh, we got knocked out of the Carabao Cup by Brighton 4-3 on penalties in the quarterfinals. That is very unfortunate. So, top of the Premier League scoring shots this season is Richarlison on 14 goals. And I was actually looking to bring him in before Abraham, to be honest, but I thought Abraham would be the better option in the end, as it's proved not to be correct at the moment, because I can only see Gibbs-White topping our scoring charts with 8 goals, which is not promising. Douglas Luiz with 7 though, so he must be playing somewhat well. Smith-Rowe with 4. Jesus topping the charts with that, but joint with Luiz. Clean sheets, what are we looking like for clean sheets? Only 2 so far, but we only had 3 last season, so it's nearly. As we can see, Gibbs-White is our top goal scorer with 8 goals and 2 assists. Douglas Luiz 7 goals, 8 assists. Jesus, he is playing well this season. From that CDM role as well, can't ask much more than that. Abraham on 6. Bakayoko 6 goals, 4 assists, very similar to last season. Same with Smith-Rowe. Sangare 5 goals, 1 assist, very good. Looks like the team is putting in a shift. We haven't got many bodies this season. Oh no, Trubin is injured. How long is he injured for? That is not a good sign. 4 weeks. Good job we brought in our spare goalkeeper. Has he just been injured? He must have just got injured because he's played 1 game. Kept a clean sheet in that game though. So we're going to have to rely on that keeper for the next 4 weeks to see if we can get any results. So here's the team. Can we notice any upgrades here? Abraham's gone up a rating. Gibbs-White's up a rating. Bakayoko's up 1. Smith-Rowe, Louise, Tavares, Wan-Bissaka have all gone up 1, I'm pretty sure. Awonyi might have gone up 1 as well to 79. Greco has gone up 1 definitely. Danilo's gone up 1. Williams is up by 2. So the team is performing how we would like and how we imagined it to do. Don't think I'm going to bring anyone in January. Maybe a free agent for next season, because we don't have much budget to be honest, but I'll have a look to see what's about, and if I find anything I'll let you guys know. Okay, so it's the end of season 2, and as you can see we have finished 7th in the Premier League, which is absolutely amazing. 66 points, only 8 points off 5th position, 10 points off 4th, only 3 points behind Arsenal in 6th. So I'm not sure if we actually are in Europa Conference League next season. I can't remember if it's 6th or 7th that you need to get. But anyway, even without that, what an amazing season. 10 points above 8th position as well, so comfortably in 7th. The team scored 70 goals, only conceded 46, so the improvement from last season to this season has been absolutely amazing, and the signings that I've done have clearly worked for the team. Let's check the FA Cup. So there's a final to be played between Man United and Tottenham Hotspur. Where did we bow out at? That is the question. We lost in round 3 to Wickham, which is very unfortunate. We could have gone on a better run than that. Who did they get in the next round? Bournemouth as well. We could have beat Bournemouth. Oh well. And then in the Carabao Cup, Leeds United beat Man United in the final 4-3. Wow. What a final that must have been. Where did we go? We went on the quarterfinals to Brighton on penalties 4-3. That is very unfortunate. Would have loved to get at least in the semis of the Carabao. And as you can see, in the objectives, I am very worried about getting sacked. Now, I haven't done that many objectives, and one of the objectives this season was to get Europa League football. Now, I'm not being funny, of where we finished last season, how is that a realistic target of Europa League? Conference League, yes, I would have taken that, but I feel like we might get sacked before we can even get into the third season. Player stats. Haaland ended top goal scorer with 25 goals. That Richarlison dream did not last very long. Where did he even go? Did he transfer? Richarlison must have left. Yep, so Haaland once again top goal scorer with 25, Salah with 23. He was our top goal scorer in the Prem. Douglas Luiz, 14 goals. What a massive sign that is. That is a centre midfielder. A CDM getting us 14 goals. That is very impressive. Bakayoko, 13. What a season for him. Them two for the top. Doug Luiz was top assister as well. So he's got 14 goals and 11 assists in the Prem. As a CDM, that is incredible. Smith with 7 assists. Smith Rowe, that is. Clean sheets. Trubin, 9 clean sheets. Triple of what we got last season. That is very good for him. We'd be very chuffed for that. Let's check the squad hub. Our top goal scorer in the club this season was Douglas Luiz with 15 goals and 12 assists. Bakayoko with 14 goals, 7 assists. 11 goals, 7 assists from Smith Rowe. And what's this here? We had Trubin injured in January, and we got Gibbs White, who was out for 6 months. That happened just after the January transfer window, so that's why he hasn't been playing. And Abraham got injured in the past 2 months, I think, maybe a month or so. So we'll see how long he's out for. Sangare with some goals. Taveret. You can't ask for more than you got with these players. Awoniyi, not much playing time for him, but with the 1 goal. Must not even been coming off the bench. Taps over, I told you. More clean sheets with this man in the back line. So let's have a look at the actual team then. So Sangare is now an 85. Smith Rowe an 82. Bakayoko an 82. Luiz an 83 still. Abraham's still out injured. Same with Gibbs White. I wonder how long they're out for. How do we check that? Squad hub, and then it should say here. 9 more days for Abraham, so nothing serious. And I think Gibbs White might miss the start of next season as well if we're still here in charge. 4 months he's out for. I'd be very, very upset if we did get sacked now. After getting them 7th as well, compared to where we were last season. And we live to see another season. This is the same message I got after the first season. They don't like how I'm not falling short with the objectives, but they're sticking by me. They see a future here of us getting Europa League football next season, at least. I'm very happy with that. Let's kick on with season 3. The summer window of the 3rd season, and oh boy, it's the biggest one yet. We had about 70 million in budget, and we sold a couple of players, which I'll show you now. We sold Awoniyi for 28.5 million, Danilo for 14.6 million, Greco for 18.5. So we've recouped another about 50 million there, and the players we have brought in are absolutely massive. But the first player we brought in is Weston McKennie on a free agent from the free agents for 56 grand a week. Very shrewd signing, not cost us a lot, even if he doesn't get much game time. He was for free, essentially. Just a squad player for us. Our second signing is a centre-back called Gonzalez. 18 years old, 77 rated. Looks like going to be a great player in the future. We only got one season left, but we needed a backup centre-back, so he was a cheap option for us. Our second biggest signing in this window is Aymeric Laporte for 41 million from Wolfsburg. Now, this season we needed to shore up the defence. Niakate it's been decent for us, so but Laporte is that upgrade that we need if we're going to push on to get Europa League, Champions League football this season. He's been there, done it, got the t-shirt with Man City, and hopefully he's going to take us to the next step, along with our final signing, Jack Grealish from Manchester City, 43.5 million. I could not believe it. He was that cheap, to be honest. Still only 29 years old, and we needed a big player to fill the void of Morgan Gibbs-White for the next couple of months. And also, Smith Rowe last season did drop off. Like the first season, Bakayoko and him were quite level. Second season, Bakayoko just went clear of him. So with Grealish coming in, takes a bit of weight off Smith Rowe's shoulders, becomes more of a rotational for Cam and left wing option. So Grealish is going to start the season just in behind the striker, in behind Abraham. So this is the team that we're going to start the season with. Like I say, Grealish is going to start in behind Abraham for the start of the season until Gibbs-White comes back fit. So we've got Smith Rowe and Bakayoko on the wings, Abraham up top, Grealish in behind, Sangare and Louise in the middle. What a partnership last season. And then Wan-Bissaka, Tabsoba, Laporte, Tavares and Trubin as a back five. And then on the bench we've got Brendan Johnson still, Niakate, Weston McKennie, Nico Williams, Gonzalez. And then Gibbs-White will be back, I think, in October. I think that's when he'll be back. Season is underway, and I'll see you in January to see how we're getting on. Hopefully, we are in and about the top 6. Okay then, so we're in January. Let's go and check the league standings to see how the team is getting on. Oh my god. As you can see, we are currently top of the Premier League. What the fuck? I've assembled a fucking god squad here. They're on an insanity run. 12 wins, 4 draws, 3 losses. Man City have not even lost a game. They've drawn 9 though. We're comfortably, I want to say, I'm going to jinx it. Comfortably inside the top 5. 9 points clear of Brentford. What has happened to this league? Where's Arsenal's in 10th? Chelsea's in 14th. Brighton's in the relegation zone. What is going on in this series here? Let's check the Carabao Cup. We are in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup against Manchester United, so we've got a decent chance of winning some silverware if we can get past them. Oh, come on, please. We would love a trophy. And obviously, we've not played any FA Cup games yet. Let's go and check the top goal scorers. So the top goal scorer in the Premier League is a joint race. Kevin De Bruyne at Spurs, 12 goals. Abraham with 12 and Haaland with 12. So Abraham is literally unstoppable right now. He's on Haaland and De Bruyne level, which is amazing to see. Bakayoko's on 7. Smith Rowe's on 6. Smith Rowe found his form from the first season. I fucking hope so. Top assister, Salah with 8. Any one of ours in there. Abraham with 3. Trubin on 5 clean sheets as well, which is very good. Let's go and check the squad hub. Top goal scorer is Abraham with 13 goals in all comps, 3 assists. Bako with 8 goals, 1 assist. Smith Rowe 7 and 3 assists. Back to his old ways. Douglas Luiz only 3 goals, 2 assists, but last season he was incredible for us, so we can't even complain. Only the 5 goal contributions this season, but like I say, last season from CDM he carried us. He's the reason we've been able to sign some of these players, so I can't complain at him. Grealish is not doing as well as I thought. Only 2 goals and 2 assists. Maybe because it is playing central and Smith Rowe is out wide. Maybe if I swap them around, that would change. But I'm going to keep it as it is because Smith Rowe is cooking. Gibbs-White hasn't played that much since he's come back from injury. It's been hard to get back in the team for him, as we've been doing that well, I assume. Weston McKennie getting a lot of games, 15 games he's made so far, probably most of them have been sub appearances. But I am very impressed with how the season is going so far. I don't think I'm going to make any signings maybe one. We've got 30 million to spend. We may as well spend it in the last season. I'll be right back if I make any signings. And here you can see our last signing of the career mode is Romelu Lukaku from Dortmund to Nottingham Forest. We needed a backup striker. That was the one position we were missing out on. And I feel like Lukaku is the perfect backup for Abraham in the way that we play, in the way that the team is shaped up as well. So he should be a big sign for us coming in them games. And if anything did happen to Abraham, we would be screwed anyway because we've got no striker to replace him. Only Brennan Johnson can play there. So we needed to get someone in. And Lukaku's Prem proven. We know he can score goals. That's his main job. That's his job. So hopefully he can get us over the line this season. Let's sim to the end. And fingers crossed, we are still in the top 4. Right, we're at the end of the third and final season. Let's go and check out the league standings to see where we have finished. And as you can see, we have done it. Champions League football has been secured for Nottingham Forest for next season. 4th position, joint with Newcastle and Liverpool in 3rd and 2nd. There's only goal difference that has put us in this position. What a season that has been. From where we were 2 seasons ago, from me nearly getting sacked, just avoiding relegation, then to 7th last season, and then up to 4th this season. It's been an incredible turnaround. The players have been amazing this season. Nearly winning the league as well, only 6 points off the league of Man City. In a different season, different results could have gone different ways and we could have won that Premier League. 6 points clear of Spurs in 5th as well, so it was a comfortable 4th position for us. We got knocked out in round 4 by Newcastle in the FA Cup, and in the Carabao Cup we got knocked out by Manchester United 6-5 on penalties after a 3-3 aggregate. That is heartbreaking. Man City went on to beat Man United in the final to win the Carabao, which is unfortunate for us. We could have got a trophy this season, but top 4. Guess that we'll have to do for Nottingham Forest. Player stats. Oh, Haaland wins Golden Boot again with 23 goals, but Abraham will be gutted to miss out. 21 goals he got in the end. A very good season for him, keeping up with the likes of Haaland and Diaz. Very impressive. Top assister Smith Rowe found his form again this season. 12 assists for the boy. I doubted him at the start of the season. You heard me. I doubted him, but he's come good this season. And Trubin, most clean sheets in the Premier League, joint Golden Glove with Leno and Edison with 10. That is very good. From where we started 2 seasons ago, 3 clean sheets up to 10 is very good. Abraham 24 goals in all comps, 3 assists. Bakayoko 17 with 6. Smith Rowe with an insane season, 14 goals, 13 assists. He's put the numbers that we thought Jack Grealish would, but like in real life, Jack Grealish doesn't put up numbers, he just performs well in the game. Luiz 5 and 4, Tavares 4, Grealish 4 and 4. Lukaku only played 6 games in the end for 2 goals. Not that for 20 million. Got to be one of the L's of the series for me. So team of the tournament has been announced, and I thought I'd check this just in case any of our players got in. We've got Tassoba in there, we've got Wan-Bissaka in there, we've got Sangaria in there. It's the 3 best we've got 3 of our players out of the top 11 in the Premier League, which is very, very good. You can tell who our standout players are. But this is the team that we're going to end the series with. It's a very, very stacked team at the end of it. I can't complain that much with any of the signings that we made. The 2 that I'm most disappointed with, Lukaku didn't really play that much for 20 million. Very disappointed. But the worst signing for me, Laporte. I thought this man was going to be so good for us. But it turns out he can never stay fit. You can never get him on full fitness. So he can't really play that many games. So Niakate did play quite a lot still this season. So for 40 million we spent on Laporte, I wish I got someone else. For as good as he could be, for 40 million can barely stay fit. Just not the one. We've ended the series with 4 OG players from Forest that were still there beforehand. Sangaria, counting Nuno because he was on loan, Gibbs White, Nico Williams and Niakate. So we kept some of the players. Brennan Johnson we brought back, who has been here before, but I couldn't even tell you. I think the signings of the series have to be Smith Rowe, no order, Smith Rowe, Bakayoko and Douglas Luiz. I think they have been so good for us. But then again, Tassoba was good. Churin, he was a bargain, 17 million. Wan-Bissaka was only 14 million as well. 84 rated he is now. Abraham for 40 million, banging in the goals for us. Grealish disappointing, but like I say, he's never been about the numbers, has he, Grealish? So we couldn't really. I did expect more, but at the same time, it's what you see, what you get with Grealish. If you have enjoyed, please drop a like. Comment below if you would like me to do a part 2 of this, where I play the Champions League season to see how they get on in the Champions League, see how Forest will do. Let me know in the comments also what team you would like me to do this with next. And I'll catch you in the next one.